Hello Aquarius, welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. My name is Kaya and I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for you for Mercury Retrograde, which is happening between June 18th and July 12th of 2020. That said, if you want to know more about Mercury Retrograde or my opinions on it, you can watch the intro video I made for this playlist just to get a better idea. Or if you already kind of know what Mercury Retrograde is all about, you don't have to worry about it so much. But I will just say, I don't believe in the fear-mongering aspect of it. I addressed that in the video too. I don't believe in don't sign contracts, don't go on trips, don't call that person. I don't really believe in that. If you want to do something, I'd say go for it and don't let the cards or the stars tell you what not to do, because that's living out of fear, and that is not a good call as far as I'm concerned. So I think about Mercury retrograde more in like reassessing and rethinking things and kind of going back to the drawing board a lot of the time. Relapses tend to occur. Exes tend to come out of the woodwork because people are revisiting the past and it's about like rewind, all those words you can think of with an R-E at the front. That's what it's all about as far as I'm concerned. So that said, Aquarius, I pulled an oracle message for you and we got the Wheel of Fortune, which is very interesting and very fun, and I'm excited to do this reading because of it. I always feel like this card means destiny is in your hands. So you can kind of create what you want to create here. It's the luck card, so you may see some luck. There may be some gambling issues which can come up with this card, but really more so it's about you almost making your own luck and following through with that. So I'm not really sure how the reassessing comes into play with that. Maybe you've lost your faith in things working out, or you haven't been feeling like anything fated or synchronistic has been happening lately, so you're kind of going over that and reassessing why that is. So we're not going to know until we get into the cards though, so let's do just that. I'm going to bring you down here and I'm going to turn, and then we're going to do this, and then I'm going to just clear the energy of the cards here, because this way it's all about you guys. These cards pick up a whole hell of a lot of energy, so we want to make sure it's all about you. Clean slate. That's more like it. You know what I'm saying? Ow. Hey. Okay, let's not burn the house down, huh? Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna get started with the Golden Universal deck. All right, Aquarius. What do the Aquarians of the YouTube community need to know about their Mercury retrograde season? We got the Wheel of Fortune here, so I'm thinking there's something having to do with some luck or making your own luck, or maybe revisiting your relationship with your faith, which, is always a wonderful thing. The only reason I'm doing tarot readings right now is because of faith, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have faith that the cards will tell me what's going on, and then just go for it, and then hope I get good feedback. So let's see what the Aquarians need to know. All right, Sun reversed, Devil reversed, Lovers, and the King of Cups. I'm thinking there has been some relational issues. Maybe something kind of took your faith away in the world and in your sense of believing in things. The Sun reversed in this case is just kind of indicating to me that you've had some issues. There could have been some sort of issue with the body. You may have sustained an injury in the past, or something like that. But I'm thinking it's more relational because we've got the Lovers card here and the Devil card. So I'm thinking there was some sort of like lightness of a relationship that went dark. So some sort of relationship that was happy and positive, and then it turned devilish and obsessive and codependent, and you're healing from that. So the relationship has already ended, and I think you're okay with that. I don't think you're going to be the ex that's revisiting the relationship or revisiting the person specifically. You might be rethinking it and going over how it happened in the first place and what you could have done to make it better, taking your personal responsibility and thinking about that. But I see you getting, like, you're in a healing sense, and I think it's really making you more open to new relationships. Like, I'm seeing some luck, and I'm seeing the Lovers, and I don't ever like to tell people that they're gonna meet somebody that's just not my style, but I gotta be honest with you, I'm seeing a little bit of that. I'm seeing that your hard work of getting over your codependency issues or your, you know, your obsession with somebody in particular, or just the bonds that tied you and like an ex together are broken. And because of that, you're really like open and free and ready for this new person who's going to show up, I think. And I think that either this is you, the King of Cups, and you're feeling really emotionally solid and secure, and meeting this person exacerbates that feeling, or you're going to meet a water sign, you know, a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, and they're gonna blow your fucking mind, and you're gonna fall totally in love with them, and they're gonna help regain your faith in love, essentially, because I think you lost it here with the Sun reversed and the Devil reversed. So let's get some details about this. Let's get some clarity, because I want to know. I want to know the secrets. I'm gonna do these two together and these two together because they seem connected in that way. So that's how I'm going to do it today. That's just what's going on. All right, so the Sun reversed and the Devil reversed. I'm seeing getting over something, and I'm seeing it in a positive way. Successful. Could have been a while ago, and you're just finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I usually see the Sun reversed like that. Like you're starting to, you know, you see the, it's like waking up in the morning, and like the light is trickling in through the window, and you can tell that it's just gonna be a super sunny, beautiful day. I feel like that's what this Mercury retrograde season is gonna kind of feel like for you overall, which is wonderful. But I think it hasn't come without its heartache. I think that it's come because of all the hard work you've put in on getting over something that you were very, very involved in. Getting over something that you were really connected to. I know Aquarians tend to be very like aloof with their feelings, or, you know, not so connected to them. But I think that in this case, you were very emotionally connected to someone. And you've been able to not just detach from that, but really in a healthy way, move on from it. So it's not just like, I'm done, and then never thinking about it again. You've done a really good job of like healing in a healthy way. And I think, this is the time where you can really start to shine, because you're really, I think you're really over that shit right now. I do. Temperance, Ace of Cups reversed, Two of Cups reversed, so that's for our Sun card. The Tower reversed, Nine of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So pretty clear, pretty straightforward. Perhaps this was a relationship that you chose out of necessity. And not necessarily out of love or having like a soulmate connection. I'm seeing a little lack there, and it wasn't very emotionally fulfilling, but it was for the greater good or something. Perhaps you stayed with a partner because you have kids for too long, because you wanted to keep the peace, and you didn't want to have any, you know, that Temperance card. You didn't want to have anything imbalanced. You didn't want your kids to feel, you know, torn in either direction. So in order to keep the balance, you really stayed in something that you were unhappy in for longer than you should have here. But that is all in the past because it already happened. The Tower reversed, that moment happened. You prolonged it, but it came and went. You prolonged it because you wanted to keep the peace, but you were miserable. And that ended up showing and coming through. And then you got to the point where the Tower finally happened. Your ass is single, literally. And then you really started to connect with yourself and your spirit. And that's maybe when you started to realize, you know, I need to get my belief structures back. I need to regain my faith in humanity, and my faith in relationships, my faith in love. You took some time off of that stuff, I think, for a while here, but you've been in that healing process, and I think you're back to your full strength and your full emotional availability, I think. As far as emotionally available as an Aquarius can be, let's be honest. So yeah, that's what helps bring in that new person, is because when you're actually finally open to something and someone, that's when the universe and the fate step in and say, we believe that you are ready. So that's what I'm seeing there, and I think that that's pretty, I mean, it's, you know, it's been a long process, but you're coming out on top of it. So I want to get some cards for the Lovers and the King of Cups, because I'm seeing something really nice coming through, something really fateful and positive and happy and restorative, and just like better communication, more feelings involved, you know, like you were feeling maybe empty emotionally for a while, and I think you're kind of like, you're ready to love again, and you're making it known to the universe just by being the way that you are. and being in that High Priestess energy. I don't read genders, I read energy. So it's High Priestess, but you know, you don't have to be a chick to be in High Priestess energy, I'll tell you that. That's for damn sure. It can be anything. So let's get some clarity. Six of Wands reversed, Six of Pentacles reversed, the Hermit reversed. You got to get out there. Knight of Pentacles reversed, Six of Swords reversed, and Judgment. This is all like underlying all these new things that are coming. I think you've been alone for a long time, and it's been just kind of your life has been a little one-sided. It's been more about you healing than it has been about finding another partner and another person. And I think that you've gone through a lot of changes. I think you've also, if this was having to do with like a child and like having to divorce someone particularly, I think you've had to really reassess your finances. You've had to really make sure that you're moving on in a correct way. And all of this work, I see so much work here. It's almost like telling me more about your experience and your inner workings than it is about the person that's coming forward, or like the readiness that you're having for a new relationship, because you've gone through a lot of shit to get to this point. And then the Judgment card is the final clarifying card. So this is a card that's like, finally, after all this work, after really going within and really deepening your understanding of yourself and really feeling one-sided and like there was nobody to give and take with. So there was no give and take. You were just on your own. And, you know, there wasn't, you kind of lost at something. You've been reassessing and rethinking things and really trying to put things together in your life so that your life is back to working the way that you need it to. And then finally, after all that work, Judgment Day comes. This is like the reckoning. All the karma that you've been building up by working on yourself is finally coming to fruition. And finally, that fate, that karma and fate are intrinsically linked. So because you've been doing all this good work for yourself, your karma is coming to reward you because that's what you deserve. And I do see there being a person connected to that. I see there being another person because I think you got your shit together too now. You know, this has really put you in a position to have to get it together, get your shit together, have your finances on lock, have your life on lock, your routines are good, you're like exercising, you're like feeling fine. I think you've really got your shit together here. And if not, you are working on that for Mercury retrograde. That's going to be the next month of your life, is really setting that in stone. But like I said, this feels like it's already happened. And I feel like you're finally breaking through that other side, that judgment moment. I think you're already at that reckoning day where karma is like, oh, you know what? You've been doing so well. Here's a gift for you. And that's you really taking your fate in your own hands. You're not sitting still on this. You're not sitting on your ass and sitting on your laurels, just like hoping for good things to happen. You've been really making moves and making shifts, and I just see there being a reward. So let's get some clarifying or just maybe overarching energy or outcome energy, or I don't read jumpers unless they pop out super obviously to me. Or maybe if we missed something. So what can the cards say to wrap things up for Aquarius for Mercury retrograde? Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, one more, and the Emperor. It's funny because that's the guy that jumped out. There he is. They always come back if they're really meant to be seen. I'm seeing kind of like I think the person that you're going to meet, I don't know what your gender is or how you identify yourself, but there's a balancing partnership, balancing energy that comes in, because I see, typically with the tarot, when there's a man and a woman, it means balancing of energies. So it doesn't mean a man and a woman are the only two people that can be happy and make this work. Not at fucking all. It just means the energies are balanced. So the person that's coming in, this Lover's card, this potential water sign that I'm getting the feeling of, they come into your life and they're a balancing energy, because the Emperor is like the entrepreneur. He's got his shit together. He like runs his own business. He has his employees. He's got his shit together. He's very like straightforward, very direct. It's the Aries energy. So it could be an Aries maybe that you're working with, or we've got some Queen of Pentacles energy, which is almost the exact same energy, but just as the feminine energy, whatever that means, but very similar, where it's just like having your shit together, having your finances on lock, being a boss, you know, being a baller, ass, bitch, having your shit together. So these two people really have their shit together. I see you meeting somebody who has their shit together as much as you do. So that's why you really want to work on this stuff, because if you want to attract a partner that's like a step above what you're used to as far as partners go, you have to be showing the universe that you're ready for that by becoming that yourself, because then you can meet somebody who's equal. And this person has also been through a divorce or some sort of painful breakup, and they're also on that same path, because I'm seeing like what brings you two together mutually is having had that painful experience and having had the unfulfilling experiences and the emptying of the cups, the emotions feeling drained and not really feeling very prominent, and just feeling kind of low energy and unhappy emotionally. And so you're going to bond over that shared experience, and this person's going to be really on the same page with you, I feel like. So yeah, it's like I get some water sign energy or Taurus or Aries. Those are the signs I'm getting, but I can't predict that shit. I don't know what the fuck. I'm not really all about doing that. I'm just getting that sense. So if it's true for you, that's cool. But yeah, I think there's a really good balancing energy, and that's very good for you and very helpful for you. And I think it's, you know, it's going to feel like fate. You're going to feel brought together, and like, and it's going to be a really important union, and you're going to be at a level. No one's going to be like trying to play catch up with like emotionally or financially or work wise. You guys are going to really be on the same page, and it's going to make your lives so much easier and so much more fun, because you don't have to explain so much about your thoughts or your thinking, because this person just gets it. So you're gonna meet somebody who just gets it, is the sense that I'm getting, and that's the best feeling in the fucking world. So I really hope that's true for you. If that resonated with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment, blah, blah, blah. Just let me know. You know, I like to get some feedback, as long as it's good stuff, because I've gotten some trolls. Not into it, but it's also silly and laughable. So anyway, if you were into it, let me know. You can find my upcoming schedule in the description box below. I have a lot of videos coming out in the next few weeks, I guess, so you'll be seeing a lot of me, hopefully. And I also do personal readings if you're into that. If I'm touching on your energy in such a way that you feel compelled, please, by all means, reach out to me. My Etsy store is in the description box below as well. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here, and I'll see you guys in a couple days.